You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So I found the pipe, and one only was black with a
Yeah.
black ball,
Uh-huh.
and I felt it, and I was all excited and trembling, and but being a Scorpio, am I always want to jump on things like right away. So I told
Mm.
myself, okay, I'm going to just breathe. I'm going to go to my campsite. I'm going to take my other pipe. I'm going to smoke with the other pipe. I'm going to doze and ask if she wants to come home. I didn't want to do that in the public. I wanted to do it in a good way with fire and
Mm.
everything. And so I did. And I had really a straight yes that the pipe wanted to come home. And I asked the person how he acquired this pipe. He told me that it was a pipe, it's Lakota pipe from Montana.
Mm.
And he obtained this pipe because the person owed him money.
Mm.
So this is, and I don't know how many years that the pipe was for sale like that, but I really felt like it needed to be used, you
Mm.
know. And it's made, it's old, it's this is buffalo there, three pieces of buffalo, and there's leather there, and it was painted with the colors of the directions, but here instead of the white it was blue, like I was telling you yesterday how it's the medicine wheel, is
Mm.
represented by different colors according to different tribes, and sometimes within the same tribes different. So I painted white because this is the white, the yellow, the red, and the black is the bowl. So I'm gonna tell the story of how the very first pipe came to the earth people, because when we share the pipe it makes it so much meaningful than just passing the pipe and smoking the pipe, because there's a purpose to the pipe. Okay, here I go. A long time ago there was a village, and it was custom when the village would become so big, it would become challenging for the hunters to hunt for the whole. So the bigger village would part into four different villages, would scatter to the four directions. But a year, once every year, they would gather together, all the littler villages together to form the big village again, celebrate together as one. Families would be reunited. So they would gather together once a year. And these gatherings were called powwow. Powwow means gathering. So that story happened at a powwow where all the families were reunited together and people celebrating together as one. Two young lads decide to go scout for buffalo on the plain. They put their special regalia and put the bear fat on their skin, because the bear fat was to for the buffalo to not be able to detect their scent. So there they go off on the plain. Sooner than later, a very white, bright light appeared to the horizon. So they stopped everything that they were saying, stopped walking to gaze at that light. And not only it was moving, but it seemed like it was moving toward them. So it was, um, they just stood there witnessing what was going on. But I have to say before I continue that the two young men were very different. There was one that was a little bit older, and the other one was a little bit younger. The older man wasn't too much um, walking the sacred path, the sacred way. The young one was. So when this event happened, they perceived very differently because of where they were at in their own life. So that very white, bright light came toward them, in front of them, and then a misty cloud appeared, and a beautiful spirit lady appeared in front of their very eyes. She was very beautiful. She was dressed of the finest of the white buckskin, and she was wearing a headdress with buffalo horns. Today we call her the white buffalo calf woman or maiden spirit. So the older lad felt so compelled in his heart to go talk to her, so wanted her to warm his teepee, wanted her for himself, walked toward her right away to speak sweet words, and they engaged in a conversation. And after a little while of communication, again the misty cloud surrounded them for a moment, and there fell the bones of the young man that turned to snake that slithered away on the plain. Well, first, I have to say that these stories we call legends and myth. This story really happened. In those days, it was like today when the dimensions are opening, the portals are opening. So it wasn't seen or perceived as a highly magical or supernatural event when a being from another dimension would come and communicate with us or give us a message or interact with us. It was seen as something of daily life. It was part of life, right? Well, we're going back to these times, which is very, very nice. It's very exciting. But in those days, they knew there was, it was something that was part of life. So the young man now was scared because his brother was disappeared into changed into snakes, and that really illustrates that story that we can always choose to see everything as sacred or not, only a mere possession, a mere something to own, or we can choose to see something. There's something deep, there's something very sacred, very beautiful into, and we can apply it to everything. So this story is still very, it will never be not actual or not apply to the times because we're learning. So we're remembering. So the young man was feeling the fear. So the spirit lady said, "Do not be in fear, for your brother didn't suffer. For you who are so reverent, which is sacred, I have special mission for you. Please go back to the tribe. Go to the teepee of the elders. Ask them to build a very big teepee that will include and fit everyone, for in 4 days I will be among you." So he ran as fast as his legs could carry him, went to the teepee of the elders, told everything that had happened, and sure enough, they knew it was something very meaningful for the tribe. So they set up to work building that big teepee that would fit and include everyone. And sure enough, 4 days later, they were awaiting the spirit lady, dressed in their best regalia and their best intentions. Sure enough, she entered the teepee in the morning, in the first rays of the morning. And then she was holding an abalone shell with water, and with a blade of sweet grass went around the circle and blessed all. And then she went around the circle again and stopped in front of the elders and presented a bundle. And inside the bundle, this is something like this that was inside the bundle. They opened the bundle. She said, "This is a sacred pipe. This is a sacred tool. A sacred tool to bring people together as one in peace. All people from all nations, all colors of skin, all walks of life, together as one in peace." There are two parts in the sacred pipe. So today we call sacred pipe, prayer pipe, peace pipe. Peace pipe because it was used a lot in the times of war. So the peace pipe got stuck to it. Originally was a prayer pipe or sacred pipe, chanupa wankan. Chanupa wankan, sacred pipe. So she said, this is two parts. First, the stem. The stem represents sacred male energy. The stem is a direction. It's an arrow. The stem represents our path. Represent our sacred path. So if I walk with my pipe, of course, the pipe, well, I shouldn't even see my pipe because we don't own pipes. We don't own sacred objects like this. They are meant to be passed on forever. We don't own. And they don't mean to be put on the wall to show either. They're meant to be shared with the multitude. So, since I walk with the pipe, I remember my first Sundance, in the other Sundance, she said, "You will be called pipe carriers, but if anything, the pipe will carry you." So if, for instance, the stem, for whatever reason, gets clogged up or something, then I need to look at my direction in my life. There's something. Maybe I need to correct something, to adjust something. Maybe I'm wasting energy where I shouldn't, or maybe um, what I'm doing right now is not for the greatest good of all. And then we do the correction. So this is the first part of the pipe. Second part of the pipe is the bowl. Represent the sacred feminine energy. It represents the sacred altar. It represents all sacred altar of creation. When they come together, making love forever, the sacred feminine part of the pipe and the sacred masculine part of the pipe, they represent all the powers of the creation together. They represent the purest prayer. So what we do, we welcome the tobacco, ceremonial tobacco. We do not use anything else but ceremonial tobacco for the sacred pipe, nothing else. This is not meant to put anything else in that. So the first thing that the lady, the spirit lady, shared with the people is how to welcome the ceremonial tobacco into the pipe, and with that, welcoming the seven directions. She sang that song, which is 4,000 years ago. It's a pipe filling song. We fill up a pipe. We do not load a pipe. A pipe isn't the weapon. We fill up a pipe with gentleness and tenderness. Because pipes, they're very powerful, but they're also fragile. We need to take very good care of the pipes. So normally, I would have sage. So I'm gonna ask the star nations to bless all these sacred objects right now because I don't have the sage. Don't you have the Palo Santo? Is
Yeah.
it far away?
It's in the car. Get it.
That's okay, the star nation. Here, my darling. Bless this pipe, bless these sacred objects, the tobacco. Yes. So she sang this song, and as she presented the tobacco to all the seven directions. There are seven directions. Some people think there's six directions. Some people confound, they mixed up the sky with Tankashala. They think the sky, Father Sky, and Great Spirit is the same direction. There is the cardinals, there is the below, there is the above, and there is the center. When we make our prayer ties, when we prepare for the sun dance, we use seven colors. The seven colors of the rainbow, the seven chakras. There's a reason why it's seven. Yes. So we're going to start with the east because we're starting a journey where it's the new moon today. So it's very meaningful. So when we're going to have put the tobacco, we're going to hold the pipe and we're going to pray and maybe set up our intention for this month. See what we want to accomplish in this very special time. I do things from right to the left, but the pipe, I do it from left to the right because this is the original way. I keep it original. I am not a very traditional person, but the pipe ceremony remains as traditional as I know how. Kula leche lechua, chanuki, nindunga shela, wania hangun ketelu. That used to be George's. Chanupa wanji. Mingusuyo Bagio. This is Lakota language. Chanuki. Dakuya cheke. Ia cheke telu. Means friends, this is the way we do it. Chanuki, nindunga shela, wania hangun ketelu. 7 direction. Uchoka wanji, circle of life. Every circle representing all the circles. Mingusuya Bagio. Chanuki. Dakuya cheke. Ia cheke telu. So we're going to infuse the tobacco with what's inside of our heart right now. Then we're going to release the prayers. And we're going to finish the story. I'll start. I give thanks for this day. I give thanks for this new moon portal, where the realm of infinite possibilities is here. At hand, in a reaching. What a ride we're on. What a life. At this time, I am asking for more understanding and more compassion in my heart toward all the people who are choosing fear at this moment. want the blessing of this pipe to be for all these people who are feeling the fear at this time, so they may look at the fear, walk through the fear, and smile at the fear, and then release the fear in the ether. It's just the same way we're going to release these prayers through the sacred smoke after these prayers, after the prayer circle. This is really the prayer that is in my heart right now. I bless all. I bless our journey. I bless our evolution. I bless Pachamama's ascension as the human race ascension. I so give thanks for all the star beings who are helping us and supporting in every way, channeling, helping people write books, inspiration, guidance, name it. I am so thankful. I know I am not alone. I know we are not alone. And so it is. Oh, and I also want to thank all creation, all living things, all spirit beings, all nature spirits for supporting this great shift, this great leap, and to guide us and share energy with the human race who is going through intense labor right now. But birth always follow labor, newness. So we give thanks for the new moon today. And so it is.
Spirit, I thank you for the connection we share, and I thank you for providing this beautiful planet for all of us to connect on a different level, a physical level. Thank you for the beautiful nature that we've shared. Thank you for the rivers. Thank you for the mountains. Thank you for the deserts. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the trees and the grass. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the guides you've sent for us. Thank you for the angels. Thank you, ancestors, for getting us here. Thank you, Mother Earth, for providing all that we need all the time. Thank you for allowing me to be aware of how to connect. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful to connect to other individuals at this moment of time. It means a lot that you've sent friends to me. Spirit, I ask, as we smoke this pipe and release the smoke back to the heavens, I ask that it's symbolic of the fear of the collective of humanity being released, and help us replace that fear with love. Help us replace that fear with love. Help us replace that fear with love in the collective. Help us remember that we are all one and there's nothing to be scared of, and death is not real. Help us, Spirit, help us live through love. Help us connect back to one another, Spirit. Help us remember that there's no competition and we should all be helping each other. Spirit, help us connect to beautiful Mother Gaia. Help us remember, Spirit, help us remember, help us awaken. Help us awaken to the true reality that is you. You are the true path, Spirit. Help us remember, please. Thank you.
So
Thank you, Divine Feminine, and thank you, Divine Masculine. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, all my ancestors, our ancestors, and everyone that's lived this way of life for thousands of years. Thank you for this way of life and all the people that have been brought into my life. Thank you for you two sitting here today. Thank you, Sacred Tobacco Plant Spirit. Thank you, George, for joining us. Thank you, love. Thank you, light. Thank you, dark. Everything in between. Please help us remember every day who we are. Please. Thank you for everything you've given us. May you continue to thrive, Mother Earth, and grow and expand. May we expand with you. And I trust you. We trust you. Thank you, sacred elements, and all the beings that assisted me in my journey through all this time. The ones that I see and the ones that I don't. Thank you for my family and the elders and the children. May you be blessed and loved every day. And may love keep expanding in your hearts. And may we spread this love together.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is.
Mm-hmm. In this game, like we were saying earlier, it's like a contraction and expansion, contraction, expansion. This is not the first time we're experiencing this game. We never do it the same. We never pull it off the same way. And this time, Gaia decided to do the ascension game with us. She doesn't always do that.
Mm-mm.
So we're really all in this together. Yes. I'm going to finish actually telling the pipe. I'll put it here. So inside the tobacco, the whole story is in it. So within the sacred circle in that teepee, just the way we are right now, feeling great peace in their heart, the people share the pipe, expressing their deepest feelings, purest prayer from their heart, releasing them to the heaven, to all directions. Well, since they're doing that, we have to do it. Because we're the same, everything is happening now. Then we finish the story. So we hold the bowl with the left hand, we hold the stem with the right hand, we puff, puff, puff. We don't inhale because we want to release the prayers. And as the prayer depart, we can bless ourselves before they go with them. Just like this. Leiuha Chewayangi Elohe Leiuha Chewayangi Elohe Chanupa Kile Yuha Chewayangi Elohe Leuha, always hold the two parts, always. Chewayanki Elohe Leuha Chewayanki Elohe Tankashela Oye Waye Lohe. Smoke as long as you want. Leuha Chewayanki Elohe Leuha Chewayanki Elohe Chanupa Kile Yuha Chewayanki Elohe. What happens when you sing and you smoke?
Tell me a little bit.
Is it out?
I think it's like running out of juice.
I try to turn it on outside the pipe. Put it upside down, maybe. It's a new lighter. Don't be doing that.
There we go.
Mhm. Mhm. You want to smoke again?
Yes, please.
Janupala, 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 Chanupala, Chanupala, Chanupala. Chanupala, 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 Chanupala. Chanupala, Chanupala, Chanupala. Chanupala, 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 Chanupala. Chanupala, Chanupala, Chanupala. Chanupala, 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 Chanupala. It's a new pipe, so I'm learning how to work with it, be comfortable with it. We're getting to know each other. Sacred pipe has a spirit on its own. Because the hole is so small, it's completely the opposite as my other pipe. We have to puff a lot. It's fine. I'm gonna get a very muscled mouth. It's a funny thing to think about.
Muscular lips.
Yes. Watch out for the kiss. Knock people down. No, ceremony is not meant to be all that serious, you know. I mean, it's good to be very serious about our mission, but be playful within it.
Yes.
That's wisdom.
Yes.
Because I'm in business. I'm very focused on my path. And I like to play.
Can we sing the turquoise woman song when we're done?
Mm-hmm. You know that the mind does not have a door to spirit. The heart of the child does. The innocent child. Has a door to spirit always. The mind can keep knocking. Let's just check, make sure everything is, all the prayers are sent, because you know the tobacco is giving us, helping us, right? So we must use all the tobacco. So all the prayers. Okay. Oh. What do you see there?
It's a little bit. It's cherried a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. What you looking for? There we go. You got it.
See, more prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Is that, that's not it?
What are we looking for?
One stick.
Is it this?
Yeah. When Zamora went through her father's things, I asked her if I could have this.
Yeah. I've seen him using that.
Zamora is gonna she has her dad's pipe. How does it look like? The red?
No.
Let's look at this. State of affairs. Let's try again. Just make sure. Look at the silver. Mm-hmm. Is it orange?
A little bit, yeah. It's getting there the more you puff. Yep.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of air going in there, so I'm assuming that it must be all black in there. It
Mm-hmm.
must be all. Yeah, it's very fluid. Oh, but there's still a little something. Oh, sorry.
Good. There we go. It's good.
Such a long pipe too.
Mm-hmm.
You need to travel all this. There's still some.
Barely.
Barely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a lot.
The more you inhale it, the bigger the orange part gets. The amber.
I awoke the volcano. It's a never-ending smoking of the pipe. We'll be here tomorrow morning. Oh, I pass it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh. Give as much air as you can. Needs to travel long distance. Leiuha Chewayangi Helohe Leiuha Chewayangi Helohe Danga Shela Oye Oye Oye. Would like to tell you that it's diminishing when it's pass it me.
Is it cherry?
Yeah. It's a big bowl. I can share this pipe with many people. My son's pipe, the bowl wasn't that big, but there's a reason also when a pipe, a new pipe come in your life, that tells me that I'm gonna share with bigger groups too. It's needed today. What a beautiful sky. We smoke all together as one, feeling great peace within their heart, within the sacred circle of life. No beginning, no end. Then she continued instructing the people, and one thing that she said, there will be many duplicas and they will have the same power as the very first one if they're taken care of in a very, very secret way. She passed on 7 ceremonies when she went to visit. So when the Lakota people, they enact the whole story, it takes 4 days. Now we're having only one. It's the secret bite ritual. She passed on the Sweat Lodge, Sundance, Domblitch, which is the Vision Quest. I'm forgetting a lot. I told you yesterday more. Anyway, several. There's a ceremony with a dog that involves a dog too.
Oh, the ghost
dance. Yes. And when it was time for her to say her farewell, she went around the circle and bless all again with the sacred waters. And then at the door, she turned, and as she said those words, everybody felt her gaze. She said, Earth people, when you will need me, I will come back. And then she turned around and she started to run. And she turned into a yellow buffalo, and then a red buffalo, and then a black buffalo, and then a white buffalo. Went straight to the heavens and was never seen again other than through dreams and visions. And then, not so long ago, white buffaloes started to be born on earth. What it told us. That she was among us in the form of the white buffalo, helping to build the rainbow bridge between spirit and matter, which are mirrors of each other, which are one. It told us that it was the great portal of the return of peace on Earth Mother. We activated the gate. All the people were aware of the story and the prophecy. At the same time the white buffaloes were born, the Dalai Lama went for a big peace tour on Earth. They reintroduced the condor in the Grand Canyon. When there was a prophecy that would say that says, when the eagle and condor will fly in the heavens together in peace again, it will be the beginning of times of peace on Earth. So now the gate was activated. Now we're doing the work. Now we're doing the hardcore work. All together. We're all in this together. We had the blessing for a while to have the white buffalo in Flagstaff. I remember when they brought the buffaloes, there was a blizzard in Flagstaff. Like I was telling you, I was there with Zamora, with her little white buffalo stuffed animal and her toboggan, and we were waiting for the buffaloes. They came and they were so wrought up from so much traveling. We sang them some songs. It was a great day. And then every once in a while, I would feel inspired and the timing would be right to go see the buffaloes in Flagstaff and do sacred pipe ceremony there. And I've seen great magic happening there with the white buffaloes. One time, that lady from New Jersey came and she was so yearning to have a child. She couldn't have a child. She said, Hummingbird, I want to go see the buffaloes and pray with the buffaloes. We went to pray with the buffaloes. And her prayer was so heartfelt and crying. And both of us, again, it was like a blizzard. It was winter. There was so much wind. We couldn't even smoke the pipe, light the pipe outside. We had to go in the barn. But while she was praying and shedding tears, and by the time she was done, we opened our eyes, and the buffaloes were like a half moon circle. The brown buffaloes on the side, the white buffaloes in the middle. They were just right in front of us. And she had her baby. She did have her baby, Danielle, from New Jersey. So a lot of magic. And every spring, of course, they shed their hair. They shed their hair, and Hummingbird would go under the fence and get some hair, and just white buffalo hair, and just get the poop off and the hay off, and then start to share with everyone. Every time I would do sacred pipe ceremony, I would share with everyone, sharing a little bit. I still have a little bit. It's coming the time that I go visit the buffaloes. Well, now they multiplied. Then they multiplied. They became 11 buffaloes, but they were looking for a bigger land, and they found it in Oregon. So they went over there, and some of the The females were pregnant even. And there, the caretakers pass away. And the buffaloes I heard are, I believe, in Idaho now, under the caretake of a lady called Cynthia. The buffaloes, very, very, very sacred in their bigness, so graceful in their bigness, stopping everything all the time to listen to everyone's prayer. Doesn't matter which language, they would stop eating and listening to the prayers. And their hair would change with the seasons. In the winter, they would be white, 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 white. In the spring, they would be white still, but with a hue of gold. In the summer, they would be white still, but with a hue of rust red. And in the fall, they would be still white, but with a hue of gray. In the sun, you could see that. So they would go through the whole, all my relation, through their beingness. Very sacred animals. Mm. So please, when we go back home, let's stop again home in Camp Verde so I can give you some white buffalo.
Please.
Please,
Thank
let's
you.
think about it because it's in my magic box. Yes, so this is the whole ritual of the sacred pipe.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you for your prayers, very heartfelt prayers, and it's changing. It has changed the energy. Yes. Why don't we do it when I'm gonna have my drum?
Okay.
It's more beautiful when I have the